Hello and welcome to Longevity Life. My name is Dr. John Smith, your friend and trusted health storyteller. Before we dive into today's episode, let me ask you, where are you watching from? Are you tuning in from sunny California, the peaceful hills of Vermont, or somewhere in between? Please take a moment and type the name of your city or state in the comments. It warms my heart to see our Longevity Life community connecting from coast to coast. Now I invite you to stay with me until the very end of this video. Why? Because today we are going to uncover 6 early warning signs of dementia that are often missed, yet these signs can truly shape how we age and live our lives. If you want to protect your brain, stay independent, and enjoy your golden years with energy and clarity, you need to know what to look out for. As you may know, dementia is not simply a normal part of aging. It is a progressive disease that affects millions of seniors across the United States. What many people do not realize is that these early signs can begin decades before a formal diagnosis. If caught early, we have the power to slow down the progression and protect our precious memories. Throughout this video, I will not just share these 6 signs. I will also give you practical science-backed steps that you can start applying right away. These are tips that I share with my patients every single day, and I have seen how they can transform lives, so I encourage you to stick around. And if at any point you find these insights helpful, please type the number 1 in the comments below. It lets me know you are here, that you are listening, and that we are walking this journey together. Grab a warm cup of tea or your favorite drink, find a cozy chair, and let us begin. Let us begin by talking about the real challenge we are facing. Across the United States, millions of seniors and their families are dealing with dementia. It is heartbreaking because dementia does not just steal memories. It steals independence, confidence, and connection with loved ones. The most frustrating part: many of the early signs are mistaken for normal aging. Have you ever noticed someone in your life who has started to shuffle their feet when they walk? Or perhaps they are losing interest in things they once loved, like gardening, dancing, or playing cards. Maybe you have seen them become quieter at family gatherings, or struggle to find the right words in conversation. If any of this sounds familiar, please type the number 1 in the comments. Let me know you have noticed these changes too. The truth is, these signs are not simply getting older. They are often the brain's quiet cries for help. Scientists now know that dementia-related changes begin years, even decades before the more obvious memory loss takes center stage. These early changes in posture, movement, balance, and even emotions can be some of the first hints that something deeper is happening in the brain. Dementia affects more than just memory. It can impact how we move, how we experience the world around us, and how we connect with others. These small changes can sneak up on us, but they can have a huge impact on daily life. Imagine feeling unsure of your balance every time you stand up or walk across a room. Imagine feeling no desire to call your friends or join a social gathering. These are not just quirks of getting older. They are signs that the brain's network is starting to fray. As a health professional and someone who cares deeply about your well-being, I want to make sure you understand this: catching these signs early can make a real difference. When we recognize the signs, we can take steps to protect brain health and in many cases slow down the damage. That is why today's video is so important. We will not just list the signs and move on. We will talk about why they happen, what is going on in the brain, and most importantly, how you can use this information to live a healthier, more independent life. If you or someone you love has experienced these early signs, you are not alone. Please remember that. I see it every day in my practice, and there is hope. Stay with me because next we will break down the science in simple terms so that you can feel confident and informed. Now let us explore what is really happening inside the brain when these early warning signs appear. Think of the brain like a complex network of highways and roads. When these roads are clear, messages travel quickly and smoothly. But when there is damage, it is like a traffic jam in the brain, slowing everything down and causing confusion. Dementia begins when brain cells called neurons start to lose their connections. These neurons are responsible for sending and receiving signals that help you remember a loved one's birthday, find your way around your neighborhood, or even pour yourself a glass of water. When these signals break down, the brain's ability to function begins to fade. Research from the Mayo Clinic and Harvard Medical School has shown that these changes can start as much as 20 years before any noticeable memory loss. That is why the early signs are so important to pay attention to. One of the first signs you might notice is a change in how you walk. Maybe your steps are shorter, or you find yourself shuffling rather than lifting your feet. This happens because the brain is losing some of its ability to coordinate movement. Balance and posture are controlled by regions of the brain that also help us remember and think clearly. Another sign is difficulty with depth perception. Have you ever felt unsure of how far away a step is or how deep a bowl is when you pour your cereal? That is because dementia can change how your brain understands depth and space. In the same way, your senses of smell and hearing can be early clues. If you suddenly cannot smell the coffee brewing in the morning, or you start to have trouble following a conversation in a noisy room, these might be signs of changes in your brain's sensory pathways. It is not just about how you walk or see the world. Your muscles can also send early warnings. A decrease in grip strength, how firmly you can hold a cup of coffee or open a jar, has been shown in studies to be linked to a higher risk of dementia later in life. This is because muscle weakness can be a reflection of how well your brain controls your body. If the signals between your brain and your muscles are getting weaker, it might be a sign of bigger changes to come. Let us talk about sleep for a moment. Sleep is one of the most powerful tools we have for keeping the brain healthy. During deep sleep, the brain clears out waste and toxins that build up during the day. Poor sleep, whether it is trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up still feeling tired, has been linked to faster brain aging and a higher risk of dementia. So if you find yourself napping more during the day or tossing and turning at night, do not brush it off as just part of getting older. Your brain is telling you something. Pay attention to these signals and talk to your doctor if you notice changes. Another key piece of the puzzle is social interaction. The brain thrives on connection. When we pull back from friends or stop engaging in hobbies we love, the brain misses out on stimulation that helps it stay strong. Loneliness and social isolation have been shown to increase the risk of cognitive decline. You might be wondering, what does all of this really mean for me? Here is the takeaway: these small changes in how you walk, see, smell, or even sleep are not random. They are early warning signs that your brain's network is under stress. And while it can be scary to face these changes, there is hope. Catching these signs early gives you the chance to make powerful choices to protect your brain. That is what we are here for today. If you are finding this helpful so far, type the number 1 in the comments below. It tells me you are still with me, and it reminds all of us that we are in this together. Next, I want to share a real-life story of how noticing these signs early helped one of my clients. I believe stories are some of the best teachers, so stick around because it might just inspire you to take action too. Let me share the story of Mr. Allen. He is a 72-year-old retired firefighter from the great state of Texas. Mr. Allen spent decades racing up ladders and saving lives, but a few years ago, he noticed something different. His feet began to shuffle when he walked, and he was losing his balance more than usual. He would brush it off and tell his wife, "Oh, it is just old age, no big deal." But deep down he worried. He was always a strong man who took pride in his independence. When he came to see me, I could tell he was anxious. We talked about his sleep patterns, how he felt during the day, and what he noticed about his movements. I could see the relief on his face when I told him he was not alone, that many people his age feel the same way. I explained to Mr. Allen that those small changes, like shorter steps and poor balance, were not just about getting older. They were early warning signs that his brain needed a little extra support. He was surprised to learn that these changes in his posture and movement were linked to brain health. We talked about a plan. Mr. Allen started with small daily habits for longevity. He began with short walks around his neighborhood in the warm Texas sun. At first, he could only go around the block once, but every week he went a little farther. He also started adding more longevity foods into his meals: fresh blueberries, wild-caught salmon, leafy greens, and olive oil. These foods are packed with healthy fats and antioxidants that nourish the brain. One day, Mr. Allen's wife, Margaret, told me she was seeing a spark in his eyes again. He was standing taller, moving with more confidence. He even started to cook dinner for her again, something he had not done in years. Simple changes, but they made a big difference. I share this story because I want you to know that small changes can truly make a big impact. Mr. Allen's story is not unique. I have seen so many seniors take small steps, like adding a daily walk or eating more brain-friendly foods, and feel real improvements. If you are listening and thinking, I see myself in Mr. Allen, I want you to know you are not alone. Type the number 1 in the comments if you have ever felt that worry in your own life. We are a community here, and sharing your experience can help someone else feel a little less alone. Maybe you have a story of your own. Maybe you have already made changes like cutting back on sugar or adding a walk around the park each morning. If you have, I would love to hear it. Sharing your story is powerful because it shows others what is possible. Remember, it is never too late to make small changes, and you do not have to do it alone. We are here to support each other. Longevity. Life is more than just a name. It is a promise that we can work together to build a lifestyle that supports our brain health and our independence for years to come. I want to pause here and ask you to take a moment and think about what small change you can make today. Is it a walk around the block, adding berries to your breakfast, turning off the television a little earlier and reading a good book instead? Whatever it is, try in the comments to let me know you are ready to take that first step. Now let us move on to the most important part, the practical solutions you can use to protect your brain starting right now. I will walk you through each one and explain why it matters for your brain's long-term health. So let us keep going together. All right, my friends, this is where we get to the good part, the action plan. You see, while dementia may feel scary, there is so much we can do to protect our brain and maintain our independence. Let me walk you through 6 practical solutions that I recommend to all my patients. These are simple, realistic, and backed by science. Number 1. Focus on longevity foods. These are foods that are packed with nutrients that protect the brain. Foods like fresh berries, leafy greens such as spinach and kale, wild-caught salmon, and extra virgin olive oil. These are rich in healthy fats, antioxidants, and lean protein, which help to fight inflammation and protect brain cells. Try starting your morning with a smoothie that includes berries or drizzle some olive oil over your salad at lunch. Little changes like this can go a long way in supporting your brain health. Number 2. Build daily habits for longevity. Moving your body every day is not just about staying fit, it keeps your brain sharp too. Aim for at least 30 minutes of movement each day. That could be a brisk walk around your neighborhood, a gentle yoga class, or even dancing in your living room to your favorite music. If you have trouble with your balance, start with holding on to a sturdy chair while you march in place. It does not have to be complicated. The key is consistency. And if you do not have fancy weights at home, do what Mr. Allen did: grab a couple of cans of soup and use them as hand weights to build strength. Remember, stronger muscles support a stronger brain. Number 3. Prioritize quality sleep. Sleep is when the brain does its best housekeeping. During those deep sleep cycles, the brain clears out waste products that can build up and lead to problems down the road. Adults should aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night. If you have trouble winding down, start by turning off electronics at least 1 hour before bedtime. Dim the lights and create a calm space in your bedroom. If you find yourself waking up often during the night, talk to your doctor. Good sleep is one of the best gifts you can give your brain. Number 4. Stay socially connected. Our brains thrive on connection with others. Even small interactions like chatting with a neighbor or calling a friend can give your brain a boost. If you feel lonely, consider joining a senior center, taking an art class, or volunteering in your community. These are wonderful ways to stay engaged and protect your cognitive health. And right now, you can even start by connecting here. Share your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what small step you're going to try. Connection matters. Number 5. Manage stress. Chronic stress can damage brain cells over time. I know stress is part of life, but there are ways to manage it. Take a few minutes every day to breathe deeply, stretch, or just sit quietly and let your thoughts settle. Some people enjoy meditation or gentle movement exercises like Tai Chi. Even listening to your favorite calming music can help. Stress reduction is not just good for your heart, it is essential for your brain. Number 6. Keep learning and challenging your brain. Learning new things builds new pathways in the brain. It is like giving your brain a workout. Read a new book, do a puzzle, or learn a new recipe. Try something that challenges you just a little bit. It does not have to be perfect. The key is to keep your brain engaged and curious. I want to pause here and ask, which of these 6 solutions speaks to you the most? Is there one that feels like a good place to start? Type it in the comments, whether it is sleep, nutrition, exercise, or something else. Let us encourage each other to take that first step. Now let me take a moment to share a few more insights that I often see in my practice. Many seniors ask me, Dr. Smith, I do not know if I can really make these changes. It feels overwhelming, and I understand that. Change can be hard, but remember, small steps lead to big results. You do not have to do everything all at once. Pick 1 or 2 things to start with and build from there. For example, let us say you want to work on your nutrition. Maybe this week you focus on adding berries to your breakfast every morning. Next week, you add an extra walk around the block. Over time, these small actions add up. Or maybe you want to work on sleep. Start by turning off your television a little earlier and reading a book instead. Or try a warm bath before bed to relax your body and mind. The important thing is to be patient with yourself. You deserve that. Research has shown that these lifestyle changes can reduce the risk of cognitive decline by as much as 30% or more. That is powerful. And it is not just about numbers. It is about feeling confident, staying independent, and enjoying time with family and friends. If you are feeling motivated, type the word "try" in the comments. Let me know that you are ready to take action. And remember, you are not alone in this. We are a community here supporting each other as we learn and grow. Before we wrap up this section, I want to share a final thought. Our brains are remarkable. Even as we age, they can adapt and grow in response to what we do every day. This is the heart of the longevity lifestyle, choosing daily actions that nurture our brain health. Next, I will bring everything together in a final summary. I will remind you of the key points and offer a gentle invitation to keep this conversation going, not just with me, but with your loved ones and your community. So stay with me as we wrap up together. As we wrap up today's talk, let me first say how much I appreciate you taking this time to learn with me. We have covered a lot: 6 early warning signs of dementia, why they matter, and 6 ways you can protect your brain and your independence for years to come. Remember, my friends, these early signs, like changes in how you walk, sleep troubles, or losing interest in your favorite hobbies, are not just part of getting older. They are your brain's way of asking for a little extra care. The good news is that with simple daily habits like eating longevity foods, moving your body, managing stress, and staying socially connected, you can make a real difference. I want to remind you, it is never too late to start. Even small changes can help your brain stay sharp and your memories stay alive. So take a moment today to think about what step you can take. Is it a short walk? Swapping out a snack for a handful of berries? Calling a friend you have not spoken to in a while? No matter how small it feels, it is a step toward a healthier, more fulfilling life. I would love to hear from you. What did you learn today that you are excited to try? What resonated with you the most? Please type it in the comments below. Let us build this community of seniors who are not just living longer, but living well. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to Longevity Life. Your support means the world to me and helps us bring these important messages to more seniors across the country. Do not forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. Next week, we are going to dive even deeper into daily habits for longevity that can keep your golden years shining bright. We will cover easy routines that anyone can do to build strength, improve memory, and boost energy. No fancy equipment needed. So make sure you subscribe and turn on those notifications. Before I go, let me leave you with this thought: every day you have a choice. A choice to nourish your brain with good food, a choice to move your body, a choice to connect with others. These are the choices that shape our health and our future. Every small action you take is a step toward protecting your precious memories and living the vibrant life you deserve. Thank you for being here with me today. This is Dr. John Smith, and I will see you in the next video. Stay well, stay curious, and remember, you are never alone on this journey to a healthy, fulfilling life.